Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking back at the Wild Force Blue Ranger. I had this, I just never reviewed it, and over time the boxes started to warp for some strange, bizarre reason. I haven't had a chance to review this, so now we're going to. So looking back at the good old classic, we've got the lovely artwork, we have the actual figure on the inside, we have Max's face, a lovely picture of the blue Wild Force, and then we see it on the back as well. There we go, another side there. The top is blue, the bottom is fine, and let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. This is the first time properly looking at him, and I just really miss this whole display. I really wish we had this with the other ones, but you know, with the newer Lightning collection. But we see all the accessories, the main figure in there. We've got the head, we've got his weapons, I have no idea what they are, and then we have his hands. So we can see there's quite a lot right there. But let's actually look at the figure. And here he is, here is the blue Wild Force Ranger. Looks pretty decent. I really kind of like the figure. It's kind of weird seeing this as quite an old figure. I haven't actually taken it out of the box. Like, this is the second time, because when I originally took him out just to see if he's okay, in case there was a problem with Hasbro or whatnot. But looking at the actual figure itself, looks really, really cool. We have the black and gold lines, which I didn't realize this, but it kind of signals which, I think, what ranking they are. So he is the second Ranger or something like that. If I'm correct on that one, let me know down below in the comments. We have the shark insignia on his, like his chest here, and you have the Wild Force belt buckle. Again, looks really, really cool. Now, there's not really much to this figure apart from the gold, blue, and the white, and that's it. But it does kind of really stand out, which I'm generally really liking. I like the gold trim on the boots, and I also like it on the cuffs. Now, when you look at the back, it looks all right. There's not really much there. You've got the butterfly joints there, and then you obviously have the gold and black that go down right here. You've got the gold trim around the top still, so it's all one color. And yeah, that's pretty much it. When you look at his helmet, like, I never really looked at his helmet a lot, but it kind of really stands out. You have the teeth on the visor. You also have the shark eyes there. And at the top, you have the white kind of like decal, the kind of painting. Now, this seems to have gone over because I can see, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but right here, you can tell like there's meant to be like, this is where the paint is. So they've kind of gone over, and I don't know why they would have done that. But to be fair, it's a really, really nice figure. The belt buckle I generally was looking at, is it upside down? It wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't, but obviously it's the same. So I'm glad they got that one right. But let's look at the articulation for the actual figure. This foot here is really weak, like, but I'm guessing it's an old figure. But, you know, I kind of like it because it's easy enough to kind of like really pose and stuff like that. Now, the joints in the knees, I always feel like, I don't know, it's like maybe so buttery, or it's hard to kind of go through. It's like walking through treacle. I've never done it myself, but that's how I kind of imagine it would be. The legs move around, which is very cool. Clicks into place, but that's it. So there's no extra blue, it's just the same. Let's have a look at moving the arms up and down. Again, butterfly joints, so you can pose it, which I'm so glad that they put in. It's actually a really cool thing. So now we move the hands around. Simple as, pretty okay. Hands move around, it's okay. The head spins around, so I don't know why you'd want to adjust it. I also kind of like the fact, I don't know if you can see with the light, I like the fins on the actual helmet. That's actually quite a nice touch. So yeah, there we go. So we've done the articulation test. Let's swap the head around. I have to admit, they actually got it right. They got it spot on. I generally really like this head sculpt. It looks like the character. I feel like it works perfectly. So yeah, they've really kind of got it spot on. I'm still going to obviously have his Ranger helmet instead, but yeah, I'm glad that they kind of added to it. I think they maybe could have given him a little bit more emotion rather than that, because I remember the character being quite like, hey, you know, kind of friendly, but in this one, but yeah, I really like it. I think the head sculpt's kind of spot on. So they've done really, really well. Even when you look at the back, perfect the way it is. And it definitely, like, I really wish I could have all these on display with their normal heads on, because I think that would look kind of really cool in the long run. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. Looking at the accessories, obviously we've got the head here. Obviously you get the helmet too. Now I don't know what these are called, but they do look kind of cool. I like the fact that they're kind of, how do I say, like they are sharks and there is dirt or dust in the actual thing. Nice one, Hasbro. Nice one, but at least they can hold on to it. We have the lightning effect, which again is kind of normal. Two kind of grab hands, which is obviously for posing. Here's dagger, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Crystal saber, I think it is, or whatever. Crystal dagger. Let me know again down below in the comments. But I like the gold and the blue, and it looks really, really nice for what it is. And there he is. I think this is a really nice figure. I kind of wish that his like joints and that weren't that loose and he was able to be posed properly. Generally think it's a really nice figure though. I do kind of really wish that they carried it on with the Wild Force line. I'm not a huge fan of Wild Force, but I generally think that they should have carried it on because having a complete team would have been absolutely fantastic. As much as I wouldn't collect it personally, if I was only on and off collecting, I probably would skip him. But if they did the entire team, I think I would just wholeheartedly buy them straight away. It's just kind of weird that Hasbro kind of stopped halfway through. Looking back at the old packaging, like only because he's been opened once, I generally hate the fact that the box has started to warp a little bit, even though it's been in a dark area, it's not even been in direct sunlight or anything. So it kind of feels a little bit weird that it's slowly doing it. Hopefully I can repair it a little bit by like putting maybe elastic bands around to kind of push it in to kind of make it go back the way it is. But I think for what the figure is itself, not too bad. And again, it's probably a lot harder to find this one figure than it would be for most of them. So with saying that, I bet someone posts and says, it's on Amazon for like $3.99. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there with this figure. I think it is a really, really nice one. It is something that I would highly recommend if you're collecting this Lightning collection, because he was a really cool Ranger. I think it was released on like a certain Power Ranger day or phrase. I remember it being a big one. But anyway, I am going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to hit it and see more, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. And if you're feeling more generous than normal, check out the Patreon as well as the channel memberships. And if you want to go that little bit further, then why not check out the merchandise and pick yourself up a t-shirt? It does help the channel grow. Anyway, thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimona Cat, Kura Stanada. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。